Yeah, I would say.
What we do when we gotta leave and come back, we put a napkin over our plate. Especially like if we had a barbecue or something. Bro, hold my plate.
This is like, not for a barbecue.
Put your napkin over a plate or something and just say, hey, because you got flies. What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys. Alright, join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Hello! I'm Cameron from the United States.
Hi, I'm Lauren from the UK.
This feels like a very British thing.
I love it. I'm really excited.
Utensils.
When you start your meal, that's it. You just don't let go. They're always in your hands. If you need to grab something, then you can kind of just like, I don't know, it depends. You can put them here or like gently place them somewhere, maybe like this, and then grab whatever. But most of the time you won't really need to grab anything.
Yeah,
is that official etiquette?
Right, you just go to war with both.
Why, putting it down?
No. I mean like putting it down, but do you put it down like, isn't there like a certain way that you put them down?
Well, if you put it like this, then you've finished eating.
Okay.
But if it's kind of like not perfect, then it means you're still going.
Okay, all right.
So maybe you're going to grab some food, something.
Okay, so in the
I feel like it's just that when I'm at restaurants and we had these nice dining, fancy restaurants, and you get this nice cloth with your utensils in it, you unroll it. And then what comes out is a knife, a spoon, a spork, and a fork. I just use a fork.
A spork?
Yeah, that's a spoon and a fork.
Oh, I haven't seen that one in a long time. Okay.
Yeah,
so that's not really a problem for me in fancy restaurants because I've had etiquette classes. But I'm not doing that at Popeyes. I'm not doing that at the Chick-fil-A. Well, that's burgers, huh? I'm not doing that at...
Well, they got the side dishes, which requires a spoon or a fork.
Okay, so...
But not nothing to chop up with no... Unless you're trying to... You know some people actually eat their burgers with a fork? Yeah. So... I think you can chop the burger. And
That was the one thing in etiquette class, and I'm like, I'm not cutting my burger into bit.
We use that as finger food. That's finger food.
We actually shift the knife and fork where they are. So, like the British style, you have the fork in your left hand, the knife in your right hand. You cut it. Then you take the knife. You put it down on the plate. You shift the fork. And you take a bite.
No! Like this?
That's a lot of steps.
No, I mean, no. So let's say you're eating a steak.
Yeah,
oh, man.
In etiquette class, they teach you to push the food up on the fork, but the fork is turned down. And I'm like, Mom, I can't do this. So at home, like I'm gonna be honest. At home, I eat the way I eat. In a fancy restaurant, I'm still not turning my fork, but I'll eat, you know, with the skills I've learned. But I'm just eating my food.
I'm just like, hey, whatever's on my plate going in my tummy, regardless, all that other stuff.
Let's say you're eating a steak, and you would cut it, right? And then after you cut it, you would like stab the meat.
So you cut everything at once?
No. This is a long process.
Wow.
This is the official American way. I don't know many Americans that would eat like this in day-to-day life. So with the fork face down, you stick it into the meat, you make your cut. Then, because the meat's on the fork, right, you put your knife down, you switch to your right hand, and then the prongs have to be sticking up. And then you take your bite, and then for your next bite, you switch back.
That's such a long process. Like, what is this? Just eat like this.
Yeah. No, that's another difference too. In the British version, you keep your prongs down.
Oh yeah, if you eat like this, it's so rude.
Well, you're not eating like this.
Well,
you just turn it over
like a kitty. I think it's more like a kitty way of eating.
You have to.
That's like how children eat. When they have to eat like this, that's like drinking out of a cup with two hands.
As an adult?
As an adult, right? It's like a kid way of doing it. You ain't gonna see nobody fork in their mouth like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
It's like learning to write But you know what I'm saying? Like when you write like this at one point, and then you start to. How many fingers you use when you write? You just use 2?
Yeah.
Some people be using
And that's
3.
how our daughter do it too.
Yeah, that's interesting. I just thought
She
about
do
it.
it too.
Let me find out y'all drinking out the cup with 2 hands.
I don't know. Okay, so I don't know. I just don't utilize all the skills every time. Like at home, I'm eating. I'm not a sloppy
Where do
eater.
you go where it's a must?
Fine dining.
Fine dining. I'm talking about it's a must.
Yeah.
That must be policy.
Not really.
I'm saying though, like
it's like how
it's a
she
must.
said, rude, being rude. You know,
I
fine
think
dining, upscale.
I think it's more so like if you're going, like if you're invited to like this real quiet but yet loud party.
Yeah, yeah.
Was you got to dine in and stuff?
Like important, the socialites. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, I feel like
them.
it's important to teach children proper etiquette. Like I was taught, but still, like again, I don't utilize it everywhere. I'm not doing this at the. I'm trying to think of a restaurant that's just a regular restaurant, not like upscale. What is a restaurant that?
I forgot the one the name, but it was an Australian.
Like a steakhouse.
It was an Australian restaurant that I took you to. You remember they had the
Outback?
Australian
Outback. Outback.
Was it Outback?
Is that Australian?
It's a new one. They had just built it. They just built this one.
Child. Oh,
You
I don't
had
know
your
the
black
name of
dress
that.
on?
Okay, now that, yes.
Yeah.
That's cool, but y'all let us know. Y'all do this at home? Like,
Oh,
at home?
if it's like a home thing. That's different.
Eat, and you have to put the food on top so that it's resting. It can sometimes get a bit difficult, and it may all fall. But if it falls, you just put it back, and then.
Okay, so you were making a joke about American-style efficiency. That also seems very inefficient.
Actually, if you can like stab the food enough, and then kind of just like make your knife rest it on top well, and then you keep it steady.
Like you have a little shelf?
Yeah.
Like you're eating like British peas and you're like stabbing them one by one.
Peas is very difficult. You just kind of put them on top with the knife, like on say mashed potato, the peas will stick very well on the mashed potato. So you just kind of like
But you
pile
don't
the
want it
peas
with
on
the
top
mashed
of the mashed
potato.
potato and they stay.
But the mashed potato has to go on top of the fork?
So say
Lord,
we're
this
doing
conversation.
meat, steak, mashed potato and peas.
that's what I'm
The steak
talking
is
about.
first,
That's one
you
of
cut
them.
it. You scoop with your knife some mashed potato on top,
Okay.
and then some peas on top of the mashed
I
potato.
can't eat my food like
That
that.
doesn't seem very sophisticated.
I can't eat my
What
food
about
like
breakfast food?
that. Oh, breakfast.
What about breakfast food? Pancakes. That's required of a knife and fork. I mean,
They don't eat that though. Do y'all eat
how
pancakes?
does your pancake today with your maple?
Like, I'm trying to think of the English breakfast. I don't know. You know, they don't eat like sweets for breakfast.
You like your egg sunny side up? Yes, please.
Oh
Add
yeah,
the
we
salt.
would have to see a video on that. Like,
I feel like your sophistication would say that you eat one thing at a time.
How are we eating peas? Like,
That's
this is just how I eat with my family. Obviously, it's not like how the queen eats or whatever, but
Yeah, interesting.
oh, this.
Oh, put them on the spot.
Fork in left hand, knife in right hand.
What is this?
Take the meat, stab it, stab the meat,
damn it.
cut it, then put the knife down, flip over your fork.
That'll be $1,000 meal too.
I need.
Okay, I will show an example of meat because I do not eat it. However,
Oh, he switched hands
we
when
will
he did
stab
it. She gonna straighten them
and
out.
cut, and then they would pick it up. Sometimes you will use your knife to kind of assist.
You gotta show that.
That seems more efficient.
Yeah, it's quite useful. Like the knife is super helpful, especially if like, you know, you were gonna pick up something else. Like if I wanted to then pick up, pretend this was a pea or a vegetable, and then like you can just kind of add it on so that
And
you're
I've noticed that she don't rest her arms on the table when she's eating.
Well, babe, you're not supposed to put your arms on the table.
Elbows.
Oh yeah, as
Elbows.
children,
But I'm
we are
saying like
taught
she's
to
like
put
just
elbows.
like it's this her plate. I know I probably got the screen right here. But if this the plate, it's like she's not resting her arms and just, you know what I'm saying, doing her thing. She's like a little kangaroo like.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because I remember learning that because that was one of the questions I asked because they was like, Sierra, take your elbows off the table, and I'm like,
Oh, you
but I'm just
elbows.
gonna be in there
Mhm,
like kangaroo.
mhm.
Yeah, and they said that you can rest your hands on it. Up, not your
That's
hands.
a lot
your
that go
arms
into
up
this.
on it.
Just to get food in your mouth.
Yeah, y'all stressing me out already.
I'm just saying.
Or it falls off most
Like
of the time.
skewer sort of thing.
You just take a lot of, or it keeps falling off. You just take a lot of things at once, and then you eat a lot of things in one bite.
Like, we need
rather
a
than
contest
just one.
version of this.
And that's
One
the
type of
official
food.
way. Just your family way.
This is how my family eats,
Yeah.
and I think that's
wow.
pretty much how everyone eats.
I would say this is the official American way. I don't eat like this.
Okay, how do you eat?
I mean, I would do it very similar to the British way, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
They need a burger.
So in
on
the
table.
UK, we would take a section, cut it, and then proceed to eat said section with adding other bits on top.
Okay,
I don't
so if
like
you're having like a
food.
So you
steak,
stack it?
Yeah,
and
you
then
would just
cut
cut it.
one bite at a time.
Yeah,
I would say in America, I guess some people might do it like that, but I think what often happens is like we'll cut a few bites ahead because we're going to have to like go
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean,
I
if
see
you're
why you
doing
say
all
that,
of
yeah.
that, then
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Because I mean, I think it would probably look bad to cut if you took a steak and just cut the entire thing. But at the same time, like if you every time had to put down and then pick this up and eat it, it would get way too aggravating, like, especially if you're hungry. So you would like maybe cut
I
off 4 or
guess
5.
I guess I grew up in a nice home when it came to eating like that because when I got my pancakes, it was cut into little
Pancakes?
pieces.
Yeah.
I had all my syrup and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and these pancakes.
Bites at a time, and then eat those. After you've eaten those, go back and cut again.
I feel like British people are conditioned to eat with their left hand. Not everyone, but most people will then just, cut and then eat with this hand.
But like, what if you are only using a fork?
I don't really think people just use forks in the UK. It's really weird to eat without a knife. We always have other things to eat with them. So like our mushy peas, we would do with the knife and the mushy peas.
Okay.
Okay, the placement.
Usually, like if we're done, you try and place them like nicely together, like this. Or some people will place it like this, weirdly, like with the knife. I can't do it,
That
but
seems vulgar.
Yeah.
yes. So usually it's just like together at the side. Maybe in the middle, I don't know. If there's food left, then I guess you will put it at the side. If it's empty, then maybe the middle, but I have been taught to place my knife and fork at the side when I'm finished. Together.
I mean, I have seen that way, but I think, and generally in the US, we kind of just, I'm done. Like it's placed on the plate. I would say if it's placed like this, you're obviously finished. Whereas like maybe if you had done it something like this, it's like, hey, I gotta leave and come back.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the official way, but this would kind of, because you can't pick up the plate without the cutlery like making a big clang. Yeah, I would say.
What we do when we gotta leave and come back, we put a napkin over our plate. Especially like if we had a barbecue or something. Bro, hold my plate.
This is
like,
not for a barbecue.
put your napkin over a plate or something and just say, hey, because you got flies.
Could you imagine everybody at the barbecue eating?
Like this?
Yeah.
No.
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 Not at the cookout. This is
I
not
can't
for
even
the
add.
cookout.
I can't even add no more comments to that one because I'm gonna sound crazy. Like I don't want it to, I don't want to say this is wrong because this is how people actually do eat, and this is a cool. Like I feel like people take you serious
Yeah, this
when
is
they see
fine
you
dining.
eating like this, and you know what I'm saying. It's like it's like a class. It's like a what I'm saying.
Sophistication.
So sophistication.
Yes. Yeah, see, we're just gonna have to do a vlog of the next time we go to a fine dining restaurant, so y'all can see his shenanigans.
Yeah, I be
Like
doing
Sierra.
too much.
What am I supposed to do with this cup?
Right? You sure it's supposed to be pink out, pink in?
I don't wash my hand with this cup.
No, you just dab your fingers in the tip of the water. Like.
Okay, when you're done, it's just put it in. But you wouldn't like, I know some types of etiquette, some rules of etiquette have you like crossing them.
To be like, no, don't take my food.
Yeah, I think that's like
okay.
literally the thing. And then like some of them are like, it depends on
people
if the
don't
fork
grab your
is
plate.
up or down. This would mean that you're gonna come back, but if it's laid up, then it's like,
You with this napkin.
So there's no like,
Wait, what?
you have to like.
What
I'm
happened?
thinking of you with this napkin, and it's like, you know what? This is a fine dining video.
Mhm.
We're gonna have to show y'all the etiquette for the barbecue and the cookouts. Okay?
Right,
He's not
right.
playing when he's talking about that napkin over the food.
See, now that I'm thinking about it, you have one napkin that you place over your food.
Mm-hmm.
But my question for y'all is, do y'all tuck your napkins here or do y'all prefer it over your lap?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely putting my stuff over my lap.
Really? I don't know how y'all miss your mouth. Like, what's the deal with that?
I mean, Because some people go to the food instead of bringing the food to them. And so, you know.
No, this is getting awkward. Because it's like mannerisms of eating. You don't think about that when you eat. You're just trying to get full and enjoy the taste.
Right, that's why I said we're going to have to do a cookout etiquette video.
Golly.
You know, there's ways to doing this.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Place them nicely. It's just like you can...
I think we have that option, but it's not necessary if you can just put it on the plate.
If I did that, I would get, what are you doing? You need to place them correctly. Like, it's seen as really rude if you're just kind of like this.
Well,
especially with the noise.
Yes, I would love to hear how you guys confront people who don't do the right way of eating in the UK.
Baby, look, if it's a fine
like y'all
dining
look at them
restaurant,
weird or something, you know what I'm saying? Y'all approach them.
First of all, I don't like when people looking at me and staring at me when I'm eating.
Oh, what about this one? Like when you eat and you miss your mouth.
Cause somebody's staring.
I'm sorry. Let me say this, cause I just made a comment earlier about missing how you miss your mouth. You know what I'm saying? When the food fall off your fork and you just finna feed your face.
Somebody was staring.
Somebody staring at you. You know that's how y'all be feeling. So.
Yeah.
It's really like we
You
have
don't
to do it very.
plank them down. Like, yes, I did it, but I mean, like, you just kind of like gently place them there. I'm done with the meal. Please take my place.
It's giving me Tar J.
I think in restaurants, you know, there's a lot of people around, a lot of families. People just talk about like general stuff, like the weather. No, I'm kidding. Like, I don't know. They'll just talk about each other's days and whatever. At home, possibly my family could be an exception, but we tend to have quite heated conversations about politics and all kinds of things depending on who is sat at the dinner table. No one ever shouts. Like, when I say heated, we just get very deep in depth about politics. But no one's ever shouting. It's very quiet and reserved, maybe.
Very British. I would say, I mean, in restaurants can get really noisy in the US. I mean, yeah, people laugh, people talk about anything. I mean, there have been instances of like politicians at restaurants that get overheard saying bad things because we don't, you know, we're so much more free in our conversations at a restaurant. It might happen. At home, I think that just depends on whatever your family is like. My family dinners were rather quiet because I didn't really have much to say to my parents, and likewise. I would say at home, my parents were really big on not being too rowdy at the table. Even at restaurants, my parents didn't want me to be rowdy at the table. But if I'm with like friends, I would definitely be much more louder. Much louder, yeah.
I couldn't imagine, like, it's making me really uncomfortable. Like, being in a restaurant and being really loud. I just don't think I could do it. Like, it feels really rude because other people are eating and, you know, like, there's the staff working there, and I don't know, it just feels really...
I mean, I get that mindset, but like, you're in a public place. Like, what side does the rights lie on? Like, do you have the right to eat a silent meal in a restaurant?
I'm not talking like silent, I'm just saying like conversations.
So in a restaurant, it depends on what type of restaurant. Like, you know, like a regular restaurant, like a steakhouse. Oh, it depends on the type of steakhouse. Okay.
It depends on
like
who you're with, though.
Restaurant. Yeah,
it depends on who you're with.
That too, but I feel like in the Roots Chris, like, you know, it's casual conversations. It can get like, it's not like a loud level. It's like everybody's at an inside voice, but everybody's using it, so it's kind of a little loud, but it's generally like toned down a little bit.
Yeah, you can see, like, you can literally observe the level of the conversation of the rooms, like, because they always got that one person who breaks the barrier with that loud laugh.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha, and they be like, can't be that funny, yo. Like,
yeah.
But that's, I mean,
but I haven't experienced that at a fine dining restaurant.
I haven't really been moved.
That was like a regular restaurant.
I don't think we've been moved to where it's like, man, it's so loud in here. Like, to stop and I can't enjoy my food. Like, I've never been, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's just not.
Like, with our family, because we do have a family, so we could talk about our family. With our family, like, at restaurants, we talk amongst ourselves, you know, a indoor voice. First of all, we don't want other people in our conversation.
I mean, you right there, I can hear you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. At home, we let our children laugh as loud as they want. We let them be free because at home, like, when we're sitting at the table, it's our family time. No cell phones. Let's talk about your day. Let's talk about how you feeling. Let's talk about what you want to do tomorrow. We let our children be free. But our children know the difference. They know not to do that at a restaurant, but at home, this our house.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah, that's funny. I can dive a little deeper.
Yeah.
But I'm not. Okay.
At like a nice low level, so no one can hear your conversations and you're not interrupting anybody else's like meal.
Well, do you do that thing like where you, like if someone has a birthday, like, you sing the birthday song? And
Yeah,
get
like
loud,
the staff
so
will come out and
restaurant.
sing it and whatever.
Happy
And then,
birthday.
no, not for that, obviously. And then other tables will actually sing happy birthday to you, and everyone in the whole restaurant will probably be like, woo.
Yeah.
And then everyone goes back to
And then
their
everybody.
See,
So today-
see,
That's the end of it right there. Yeah, we're going to stop it.
Yeah, we're gonna stop it. But our birthday songs a little different. You know, we sing the happy birthday. We sing that one.
Mm-hmm. You talking about in the restaurant or at home or in general?
No, restaurant and at home.
Okay.
No, we sing the happy birthday to you, that one. But then we jazz it up.
Jazz it up.
Okay,
yes,
and
like
we
a little
sing the
spot.
other one with the flavor.
Start putting that
And-
seasoning in there.
We start clapping and all that.
All that beating on the chest and stuff.
And we even have a birthday song for our children.
We do have one. It's
a
fire.
countdown.
Yeah, it's a countdown birthday song. So far.
Yeah.
It's different. I like this video. It really opens up the conversation on just, you know, the style of eating, the volume of eating, the outlook of, you know what I'm saying, of eating. You know, the sophisticated version of it.
Yeah, so it's different styles, you know, even here in the United States, we have different etiquette styles. So like we told y'all, we're going to go find a cookout etiquette video for y'all. Yeah, and we know, like, there's different styles all over the U.S.
Right. We have people who sit on the floor to eat.
Yeah.
We have people
with the
who
family. That's
use
etiquette.
their hands to eat.
That's etiquette for their culture.
For
That's
their
etiquette.
culture, that's highly, highly, highly etiquette.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have people who prefer the knife and fork. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many different versions. I don't think no one is doing it wrong.
Right.
So.
Right. So. And I mean, people don't really need to be judging people how they eat now. If we in a restaurant and you just slurping and you just smacking and you just
Oh no, I can't.
you got a problem.
I'm like, man, y'all just like the smacking, the food falling out of your mouth, the biting of the fork, the clanging of everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all just sound like y'all just never ate.
Yeah, and of course, the mukbang community, there is no etiquette.
Shout out to the mukbang community. Shout out y'all, man. But at the end of the day, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's, you know, but the purpose behind the mukbang community
Oh, yeah, talk
and
about
how
it.
much they help people,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it's for. That's the only time we will excuse the slurping and the burp. I don't know about the burp.
So you gotta
Some
do
of
your
y'all
research.
going to-
You gotta like literally understand the purpose behind a lot of stuff that people do, so you can have a love for it to an extent.
Respect
Again,
for it.
a respect for it, because when they do their mukbangs, it's like there's people who have like these little things with themselves where they just cannot have an appetite.
They need help eating.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I used to watch mukbangs.
I feel like.
Yeah, during my pregnancy.
No. I made my point.
I used to watch mukbangs during my pregnancy to help me have an appetite. So that was needed. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our reaction request form is in our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.